Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Delayed Kickoff Podcast. It's episode 5. I'm with Charlie and not Ewan today, Maxim. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello guys, nice to see you all. Thank you for having me on.
Fulham fan.
Brilliant. Fulham fan.
Address that early.
Father was quite astute. So, yeah, very astute.
We might get into that a bit later.
Yeah, of course.
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah,
Stay
exactly.
tuned.
Yeah, I hope Gareth Bale's listening.
I certainly don't.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, we all good.
Yeah, we're all good. You having a
Yeah.
good week, Chaz?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just throw the fact that I saw S Club 7.
Oh yeah.
I'll just throw it in.
That's
'Cause
fair
I
enough.
love
I
it.
mean, we both saw H on Friday night. Maxim went fire
Yeah.
station, so he didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
good time at fire station?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Did a little bit of a challenge.
Don't
Yeah.
try a bolt shot pint challenge.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
If you want a lot to end up in your Snapchat story, I suggest you don't try it.
Learn from the best, that's all I'm saying.
Oh
Just-
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Just doing
Absolutely.
anything right. Let's just jump.
Straight into the news. You had a
Yeah.
good week, Maxim, by the way.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, that's good. What have you been up to?
Oh, just doing a bit of my journalism course with you fine gentlemen.
Oh yeah, thank
Oh.
you. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Compliments returned.
Compliments returned. Absolutely.
They just copy me then. Right. Let's just get into the news. Intro. You put 5 minutes. It's taken 1 minute and 25.
That's not even bad. So we're under
Yeah.
schedule,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. News out today. The beef between Colleen Rooney and Rebecca Vardy.
Yeah, that's quite funny to be fair.
Yeah.
So in case any of the viewers don't understand, basically what's happened is Colleen Rooney has been posting various like fake news on her private story, on her private Instagram account, and Rebecca Vardy has been going and screenshotting it. And what are you staring at?
Nothing.
I see you staring at.
I'm just so into this story.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So Rebecca Vardy's been going and apparently been telling the Sun what's been happening, and yes, but it's caused a lot of friction between the two of them,
The
and
newspaper
they've had
lot
various
stuff.
spats on Instagram as well and Twitter. It's
Yeah,
quite
she
fun.
said it's been over the kind of the span of 2 years.
Yeah,
Which
Could-
is kind of a long time to kind of build something up if you want to.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She must have been doing it for a while, sat there for a while. She said she had her suspicions though, so
when did she go on I'm a Celebrity?
That was
2016,
didn't-
2017.
3 years ago, I
Was
think.
it 2016?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2017.
So it would have been just after that.
Wait, was she on there? She was on there with Stanley Johnson, wasn't she?
Yeah,
I
Boris
don't know.
Johnson.
I
That was
didn't watch it.
2017, I think.
Oh, right, yeah, so 2
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. 2 years ago, yeah. 3 years next year.
Very interesting though, their statements, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought Rebecca's was a bit
She
I
was
don't
very
know.
much putting the sympathy card on when she was talking about
yeah,
pregnancy. I
a
thought.
bit feeling heavy pregnant. I agree. I completely agree.
I loved
honestly.
the this is Colleen's statement, and then right at the end it was like it's ... Rebecca Vardy.
Vardy's
It's
account,
such a
Yeah,
so dramatic. It's like the
it
X
was
Factor
very
final.
dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually
It's
right.
like I've seen a lot of memes going around about the VAR review thing. And
Yeah.
it just says checking.
Yeah.
It's Rebecca Vardy's Instagram account.
That'll be in the
It's quite funny to be
conversation. No way.
fair. Yeah,
Jack Ross dismissed as Sunderland manager.
yeah. I thought that was a bit unfair. To be fair, I thought they hadn't done too bad this season, but it's Sunderland, and they'll have a lot of expectations.
Yeah.
Get out of League One.
They need to get out of League One this year.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Sixth
Without
in the league at the moment, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1 point into the playoffs.
Obviously losing to Pompey and not Pompey to
Lincoln and Peterborough.
Yeah.
They lost 3-0 to Peterborough, 2-0 to Lincoln, but they got on a good cup run.
Yeah.
Beat
Losing the
Sheffield United
playoff
and
final,
Burnley.
those kind of
Oh yeah, losing the playoff final and the Checker Trophy final,
yeah.
which none of them actually wanted, but you know they didn't want to. Well, obviously they didn't want to be in playoffs, and none of them wanted the Checker Trophy because it's just it's the Checker Trophy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Be like the Premier League Asian trophy.
that's a big trophy. Actually, it's a very big trophy.
Yeah.
I'll get on to Man City a bit later.
You'll get
I'll
on
be
to
honest.
Wolves right
I will
now.
get on to Man City a bit later.
You'll get
Oh,
on
yeah,
to
speaking of
Wolves
Wolves, the brick wall's been linked with Arsenal.
Just elaborate who the brick wall is, please.
Yeah.
Willie Armando Zubo Bolly, I think is his name. The greatest defender in the Premier League, has been linked with Arsenal to shore up their back line.
I think it probably helped that he scored against Besiktas in the midweek.
Oh yeah, true. He's goal scoring defender though. Yeah, as you can see, uses his hands a lot.
I think he would suit them
Yeah.
quite well, though. To be fair.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good signing for Arsenal. It's sort of like
It's the
Who's
sort
the
of
other Frenchman
defender
they had in
they
defence?
need.
it was sort of like Gallas wasn't French, was he? Was he
Yeah,
French?
Gallas
Yeah, he
was
was French.
French, yeah.
But he's got a similar style to Gallas. I think.
Yeah. But they've got
tall.
that
Muscular, built.
Saliba guy as well.
Yeah, they do. So
Yeah.
I think that at the back, like they could probably form a strong partnership. But personally, I really hope he don't go because if he goes, we'll get relegated. So
I know you joke about like Bolly being like, but he is really good though.
oh yeah, he's class. He's easily our best player on his day,
On his
other
day,
than João Moutinho.
sometimes he comes across a bit irrational. Sometimes he'll go in for a tackle, and it will kind of cost your team either possession or he'll be miles out of position.
He's one of them players. Just
I'll agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's but Barnsley have sacked their manager Daniel Stendel.
yeah. Who's rumoured for the Sunderland job?
Yeah, but Barnsley lost 4-1 to. Can't remember who it was. Who was it? They lost 4-1 to.
I'm not entirely sure.
I think it was Sheffield Wednesday. You know.
Ex-Fulham player Corley Woodrow playing up top for Barnsley.
Yeah. Corley Woodrow is quite good to be
He's
fair.
doing well, to be fair.
He's doing all right.
They sit 23rd in the league, I think. So they're in. The
Yeah, they are
relegation zone,
23rd.
and they've only had one win
So fair enough.
with the worst goal difference in the league. So you can kind of see where it's coming
Yeah,
from.
that's
Absolutely.
way more justified than Sunderland doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Champions League is always a very toxic league for managers. I would never want to be a manager in the Championship because you never know.
You said the
Yeah, you
Champions
said
League.
Champions League.
Did I? Championship.
Yeah, the Championship's very
We'll
hard
never
for
be in the
managers. I think I haven't been in the Championship as a Wolves fan. Obviously, you've been a firm fan.
Yeah, I'll be there next
But
year.
yeah, might well be. Have you seen that the event on Facebook? Both of you.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Man United
Man
relegation
United
party.
relegation party.
Or
yeah.
the Gemma Collins appreciation night.
Oh no, definitely not
Right,
that.
that's
Definitely
the
not.
relegation part.
Yeah, I'd rather go to a relegation party and all.
Talking of United, Bastian Schweinsteiger, former United player, announces his retirement from professional football.
Oh yeah, he's a legend of the game, bastion of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bastion.
I've done that.
Kind of archetype the number 4 kind of position
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Germany, I think.
See, this is why I like having him on here. He's just outdone us all, mate. He's got a good football knowledge. He's got a good brain.
We're just here for the bad jokes.
Yeah, we're just here for the
detailed
terrible
analysis.
And he's providing detailed analysis. I think that'll work well. That would definitely
It's a
work
good
well.
mix.
But that's good.
No, but he was
But
crucial
he's a
to
legend.
Germany.
Very, very good for Germany,
World
obviously.
Cup winner and all.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
massive part of the World Cup squad. I'd say it's like the number 4.
Yeah,
but
he's kind of done it in different leagues as well. I mean,
Oh.
he wasn't the best at United, but
yeah, no, obviously, but he was sort of in the twilight of his career at that
Yeah,
point.
true.
absolutely.
So he was never going to be like up to the pace of the Premier League, especially coming from the Bundesliga as well.
True. So many players are like that, though, aren't they?
Mm.
Dean Henderson called up to the England squad after injury to Tom Heaton.
Yeah, good opportunity for him. I think maybe I don't think he'll get in.
I don't think.
He's not getting in.
No.
He's not
No.
getting in. But it's a good opportunity to train the seniors and like play some different clubs.
When was the last time England played someone other than Pickford and goal? Because I swear, no matter if it's a
They
friendly,
played Pope against Costa Rica for the second half last year before the World Cup. And I think that is the last time that someone other than Pickford didn't play.
so it's just been Pickford and goal non-stop since the World Cup last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
Literally.
but England usually take three keepers just for training. Just to
Yeah,
keep the keepers
exactly.
organised.
So they normally take like Pope, Heat, and Pickford.
Yeah.
That's a good set to
It would
have,
be
I
Butland.
think.
Oh yeah, Butland's been obviously
Pickford's
bit,
good for
bit
England.
poor.
He's better
We'll go on
for
to
England
Butland in a
as
bit
well.
though, because obviously his team picked up some points at the weekend, much needed as well.
Absolutely, a shock result. Let me add.
Yeah. Finally in the news,
Yeah.
what was his name?
Pioli.
Stefano Pioli has
Yeah.
been announced AC Milan coach.
After Gianpaolo has been
Yeah, Gianpaolo
Sacked.
was sacked after
Yeah.
I think it was 7 or 8 games.
Yeah,
Seven.
doesn't surprise me.
Huh?
AC Milan is
Yeah,
they revolve through their managers very quickly.
yeah, they do. They had so before Gattuso, they had
Is Inzaghi, was it?
I think it was Inzaghi.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
you're right.
Lots of former players getting the job.
Inzaghi, Gattuso, obviously stayed for a season. Not much changed. They're banned from Europe. There's not. I think Milan are a club in crisis. To be fair,
AC Milan are the Man United of the Serie A.
yeah, I think they are.
At the
I
moment.
completely agree with that actually, because they've won the most titles there as well.
Yeah, because
So-
they used to be so dominant, and now they've fallen
Yeah.
off the face of the earth, basically.
Yeah, I think if you're going to visit the San Siro, I'd much rather go see Inter than AC.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
especially with Antonio Conte as coach, playing out for them back and that. It's quite
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I
entertaining
think
football.
they're a better team at the moment, Inter, by far.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's go into the results of the week.
So in the Premier League, sorry, can I start with the Man City result first?
You can start
Well,
with the Man City
basically-
result first.
The best team in the world beat Man City.
I thought you were going to say the best team in the world. Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, of course I did. Of course I did. I had to say it. But yeah, Big Adama with 2 goals. His FIFA card's obviously going to be unleashed today. If it's not,
Unleashed.
I personally, I will come into uni. Yeah, if it is not released, yeah, today, if you don't get an inform, I will come into uni.
Yeah.
Wearing a poncho and a Mexican hat. I swear to you now,
Heard that
if you
here
don't,
first. When?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
What's that supposed to symbolise? Raul Jimenez?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you own a poncho?
No. I could always pick one up.
They're
I'm
actually
Mexican
quite
hat
hard
as
to
well.
pick up, apparently.
So how well does City actually play, do you think?
City defensively, they're not on top of their game at the minute. Sterling was obviously pocketed. Like, I don't say that as a Wolves fan. I say it because Sterling was genuinely. Adama had him all game, marking him, cutting him out. From what I've seen of the highlights, obviously Sterling didn't get much of the ball.
Yeah, so he was playing that right of the...
Right winger.
Right at the 5.
Always sort of. He's always on the right, and then you got Aguero, and then Bernardo Silva play left wing.
No, he was benched.
Oh no, Sane's left wing.
Mahrez.
No, Sane, isn't it?
Sane's injured.
Sane's injured.
Yeah.
Christ, no that.
Good information.
Good
Always
information.
experts on the
Always
knowledge.
checking this. Always checking this. But yeah. Oh yeah, it was
I didn't-
Mahrez because all the City fans were moaning about him after the game.
I didn't watch the game, but
And he tried to get a shot away.
from the match of the day highlights,
it just didn't.
the first part, I literally thought they were repeating the same thing. It was Man City get the ball at the back,
Yeah.
loose pass, Jimenez runs. That was literally
Jimenez
it.
actually, literally, the goals that Man City conceded were the same goal.
Yeah.
It's like they should have just carbon copied him.
Yeah. It
They're
was
missing,
literally
they're missing Laporte.
Yeah, they're definitely
Oh,
because
yeah.
Laporte would have
Them to start
stopped
the season.
Adama. You can't put Fernandinho at the back, 34 years old, and expect him to catch Adama Traore, who is like the fastest player in the world.
And let's say they didn't have the most
Nothing-
creative player
and
in
as well
De
as the
Bruyne
fact-
either.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing Edison could have done about the goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to take anything away from your win, but I think you did play them at the right time, probably.
Yeah, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think you're right. I think we wouldn't have beaten them. It would have been 0-0 if De Bruyne and that would play. Maybe 1-0 to them.
I think
But-
it works two sides because the international break's coming up. They're probably very happy that it's coming up, and then you're
Yeah.
kind of a bit gutted because you got into a bit of form now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of
I
players
think
in
we'll
international
I think we'll
duty.
draw next game. Southampton at home.
Well, we have to wait and
Yeah,
see
as
what
first
any
player,
injuries in
yeah. Here we go.
international duty.
Get the
first.
counter go.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Traore, because he's benched, isn't he? a lot?
I'm glad though because Raul Jimenez didn't get called up for Mexico, so he's got a week off because he's literally worked every week this season.
Mm.
He had the Gold Cup at the end of last season. He's had about 1 week off this year. He's worked every week.
I think Traore
He's a
is one
joke.
of the best subbed players in the league.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He comes on and changes the game.
Oh yeah, I can tell you that as a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
Every time he comes on, the game changes because of
Yeah.
his pace and his power.
It's a bold
He's
statement,
class.
but I think it's true.
So that puts City 8 points behind Liverpool now.
Yeah, and obviously
2-1,
Liverpool
2-1.
snatching a win, 2-1 against Leicester at Anfield.
We'll get into the Mane penalty situation in the conversation. But yeah, another situation where Liverpool grinded out a result.
With a
Yeah.
late winner again.
Late winner.
Yeah, late winner. Penalty. We'll get into that in conversation, obviously, but
You just kind of feel every time you watch Liverpool is going to be their year.
Yeah.
Everything's fallen for them in
yeah,
place. Man City, are
they've got
dropping
the answers
points.
for everything,
Yeah.
as the commentator said.
But there
Yeah.
is a long way to go in the old Premier League
Oh,
season.
yeah,
there is. There's 30
absolutely.
games
30
left.
games, yeah. So
But I don't know. Can Man City catch them up? They caught them up last season. That was 10-point lead.
only one win away from the Man City record of continuous wins.
Yeah, exactly. So on the other end, the other side of Manchester's looking bleak. Newcastle 1, Man United 0.
Yep.
The better looking Longstaff.
Yeah, the better looking long staff. Exactly.
It's an absolute joke. The Man United midfield was
Big
schooled
ginger
by
legend.
the long staff brothers.
Oh yeah.
I think you can kind of tell Newcastle were alleviated at the final whistle when they all
Yeah.
ran over and started hugging each other.
Steve
Yeah.
Bruce's first ever win
Against Manchester United in 23 attempts.
Bloody hell.
It takes a while, doesn't it? It's taken a long.
That
long,
it just
long,
shows the state of Man United.
Oh yeah.
That they've
Absolutely.
been beaten by Steve Bruce.
How do you feel Man United doing this season?
Terribly. Oh.
I mean, he says it better than I do, but
Yeah.
I think it's... You have those quarries at the start of the year with the penalty situation.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to it, but it does get in your heads when the media just constantly reporting
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
exactly. And you've got like Odds Bible, Sport Bible,
Yeah.
Football Republic constantly making memes.
Yeah.
It's gonna players. I doubt they go on Twitter, but they might see that and it just might knock them a bit. But I doubt it. But even so, the media constantly commenting.
Yeah.
I think that's a massive issue for them. Probably not doing much with regard to Ollie. I think he's probably going to get the boot at the end of the season.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen them have a good game. apart from first game of the season against Chelsea, to be honest.
Yeah,
It wasn't
but
even that
then they
good.
weren't even that good.
It
Yeah,
wasn't even
Chelsea
that
were the
good.
better team.
I mean, they grinded out a result.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing, saying grind out a 4-0 win against Chelsea. Have gone on to be quite good this season.
The thing is, the 2 wins Man United have got this season, arguably the 2 best teams they've played, Chelsea and Leicester.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
God knows what they'll lose to Liverpool, but hopefully they'll put up a all right showing.
If you don't, I think Ollie's probably going to get a boot next week. Well, next week. International breaks this week, so.
Mourinho got the sack after the Liverpool game. So maybe
Possibly.
Solskjaer will go the same way. Brighton beat Spurs 3-0 at the Amex now.
That's 10 goals conceded in a week for Tottenham, and obviously that's a big blow because Hugo Lloris is out.
Oh, that was such a...
So they got Gazaniga as their replacement.
Yeah, Gazaniga.
Yeah.
I don't think they have Vorm anymore, do they?
no, I don't think they do.
Do they not?
They've got... Is
I thought they
Alfie
had Vorm.
Whiteman? He's a goalkeeper
kinda.
there. But it'll be Gazaniga.
Yeah. I thought Vorm was back for Tottenham, but no. No, he did get released at the end of last season, didn't he? Yeah. My bad.
He's not had a good time recently, Lloris.
No, absolutely not.
Spurs as a whole, as a club, as a team, haven't had a good time.
No, not at all.
Recently.
Obviously, Sessegnon can't play because he's injured. Ericsson.
What happened to Lo Celso? Is he injured or is he just...
Lascelles?
Lo Celso.
Giovanni Lo Celso.
Yeah,
he
Giovanni
he
Lo
actually
Celso. I thought he said Jamal Lascelles. I was like, Newcastle, isn't he?
Solid
Lascelles,
centre-back.
he hasn't been playing a lot.
No.
What were you going to say about Pochettino?
Well, obviously he's kind of under a lot of criticism, trying to push the blame to his players' ways and relate some of the problems to Daniel Levy.
Yeah.
And I think it's either he goes or they have a complete switch up in January, which is very unlikely. But I think it is probably time for him to go, which is sad because Tottenham had a great end to their season last year.
It just shows
obviously,
how,
not winning the Champions League was a disappointment, but no one can beat that Liverpool side at the minute. They're unplayable on paper.
And no one would argue that they were the 3rd best team in the league last year.
No.
And people were looking for them to emulate that and then kind of step it up a bit.
Yeah, but they just haven't this season. Obviously, losing 7-2 to Bayern on your own turf is disgraceful. I have a granddad who supports Tottenham, and he was very upset.
It's just no one's firing.
As he continues to tell me.
Not playing that well.
Yeah, Kane's not playing well. Ericsson's not playing well.
Son's not even playing.
Son's just not playing that well. Lamella back in the side, but has he done anything to justify his place?
One thing I do want to point out, Lucas Moura is getting benched a lot.
Yeah, I think that's a joke.
Yeah.
Lucas Moura is probably their best player when they need him. When he turns up when he's needed, doesn't he?
I reckon he's a bit annoyed because he scored that hat-trick against Ajax to get him into the final, and then Kane came back and Moura was benched.
That's another one for the burp
it's
tally,
isn't it? So you got your star striker who scored what 6? He scored six goals this season.
Kane? Yeah.
6 goals this season. I don't think Moura would emulate that if he was starting.
Yeah.
Pochettino obviously sees him as an impact player.
Yeah, he is.
But if you have such significant impact when you do start, then obviously as a player you kind of lose belief in yourself.
Actually, yeah, absolutely. That's right. I couldn't have put it perfectly myself.
Yeah.
But,
quick La Liga match: Barca 4, Sevilla 0.
Yeah, that was Barcelona back to themselves. I see. Don't know whether they'll still be calling for Valverde out, but at the end of the day, Messi scored his first La Liga goal of the season. 25-yard free kick, absolutely stunning. It's got to be done the Messi way, hasn't it?
Anything he touches turns to gold.
Yeah, exactly. There's what's his name? Who else got? Oh yeah, there was a lot of sending offs though. Dembele got sent off,
I saw that,
and do you know, I can never remember his name. It's like Aurigald or something.
The fullback.
Yeah, the fullback.
Yeah.
He got he made his debut, but he got sent off.
Yeah.
And he was saying on Instagram how it was devastating to be sent off, but I'm really, really happy to make my debut, and that sort of makes me getting sent off a bit better. PK collected a yellow card as well.
When doesn't he?
Yeah, but he collected this on purpose. Apparently, this is what I'm hearing.
The scandal.
Yeah, he collected it on purpose to
miss
the game against Eibar, so he'd be available for Clasico.
Yeah,
players always do that.
Yeah, Ramos did it last year against Ajax.
He was on 4 yellows.
Yeah, he was.
And he got his 5th.
Yeah, that's one game ban.
What, they played 6 games, 7 games?
6, yeah.
That's poor. Really.
Yeah, poor defending from Barcelona so far this season. I think it's their worst defensive record to start a La Liga season.
Still, I think they're still sitting second, don't they?
Yeah, they are.
Real top.
Yeah, Real top. 2 points behind Real. Obviously, I should like to say Bundesliga actually. 2 points between first and seventh place there.
First and seventh.
Yeah. So you've got Borussia Mönchengladbach up top, and then I think it's Leipzig, Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, Dortmund. Can't remember who else for the life of me. But no, there's 2 points. I think it's 14th in first. And
yeah, Mönchengladbach, they're on 16, Wolfsburg on 15, Bayern on 14, Leipzig on 14, Freiburg on 14, Schalke on 14, Leverkusen on 14. So
is that yeah?
If that's the league you see on Eurosport, that's the one you want to see, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
That is.
That's that's amazing, isn't it? Really, it's like the League
It's because
League One relegation battle last season. 12-team relegation battle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of last season,
that was
it was like a goal difference separating like 5 teams.
Big up Wimbledon for getting through that one.
Yeah, well done Wimbledon. I don't know whether you survive this season, but hopefully maybe. Yeah. 3 relegation places only in League One, obviously, with Bury's expulsion.
Yeah.
And only 1 person going down from League Two this season. Could be a good big question actually. Who could go down from League Two?
Yeah.
I don't think many people would care, but be a good question. Maybe Salford might, but I don't know. Cheltenham, yeah. Stevenage, Burger King kits. You seen that?
No.
Oh, their kit is sponsored by Burger King.
Is that true?
And it's got like stripes. It's the most horrendous kit ever.
I've seen quite a few clubs who've just kind of taken away their sponsor completely.
Yeah.
Or they've kind of just put like a foundation, their foundation thing in.
Yeah, that's Wolves had to do that in Turkey because we had to abide by betting rules because we've got a betting sponsor.
Yeah.
So it's obviously a bit complicated for us. But they're taking the sponsor away completely. I think it's Paddy Power.
The Paddy Power thing.
Yeah. Obviously Huddersfield got fined for it because they put the sash it was terrible.
That was the worst kit I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, but luckily it wasn't a real kit. Yeah. It was a dummy, but
it was perfect.
Even so. Moving on to...
I'm going to dive into this week's conversation.
Yeah, and we've got a good amount of time for this one. So we've got about 15 minutes.
We're doing good with this.
Yeah, we actually are.
Got to leave time for the big question, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes.
So that's
Worst Premier League signing in history this week.
Yeah.
I think you can vouch for a few of them for being a Fulham fan last season.
That's still to come, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually.
Stay tuned. No. Conversation.
They've probably gone, Chaz, mate.
If they even came at all. Liverpool penalty was the main one, the Mane.
Yeah, I think it was a pen because he didn't go for the ball at all. He just went straight for Mane. Did you see it?
Yeah.
He went straight for Mane's foot. Mane went down.
It was Albrighton, wasn't it? It was Mark Albrighton.
Yeah, Mark Albrighton. I would have gone down.
Yeah,
that is a pen, isn't it?
You just have to stand up. If you're in that situation, at the end of the game, you're trying to defend.
Yeah.
And you know that you've got 3 attacking players in Firmino, Mane and Salah. And if they get any sniff of contact, they will go down.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, no, you're absolutely right.
I thought for an experienced player like Albrighton, he would have just stood him off and not dived in.
Yeah. I mean, Albrighton's been playing Premier League football for ages now, like 7,
King of the crosses.
Years. Yeah, absolutely. Great.
Was in the team for the winning title.
Yeah. He was. And I agree completely. You think an experienced pro like him would not go in for such a niggly foul like that, but obviously he did it and gave away a penalty, and Mane's gone down completely fairly, I'd say.
If you get touched in the box in the 90th minute, you're going to go down, aren't you?
Yeah, especially drawing, and you want to win. Obviously, you want to be clear of City.
Yeah,
who they probably thought would beat Wolves. Like all due respect to Wolves, we were never ever going to go to Etihad and get a point. Like
no,
never. Got 3 points even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think it was penalty.
Yeah, definitely a penalty. The next point to bring up is Jordan Ayew's goal was thought to be offside, and this is where VAR actually did make a correct decision, wasn't it? You see Ayew's goal.
All the time they'd be making correct decisions.
Well,
big VAR fan over there.
This is where there's VAR FC over there, but no, but you know what I mean? VAR's controversial, isn't it? Because it pulls people up for being offside when they're like a millimetre offside.
If you're offside, you're offside.
Yeah, but I know, but that's what I'm saying.
That's my
Your
view.
nose could be offside. Like mine's always offside. Look at the size of it. But
for the viewers who can't see Max's nose, it's rather large.
Yeah, it's very
a bit on the large side.
Yeah. You could probably hear me breathing out of it all. But even so, your nose could be offside, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're giving it." VAR said, but no, for Ayew, he wasn't offside. No, he wasn't offside. They gave it offside, and to be fair, VAR got it right. Yeah,
I think the only
job there.
bad thing was the time it took. It took a round.
Yeah, it takes a long time. So that's sort of like.
Have you seen the guy whose birthday it was?
Oh yeah. Did you see that? The guy, there's a West Ham fan whose birthday it was.
Right.
And VAR was checking the goal, and he was looking at the thing as they were singing "Happy Birthday" to him, and he was sort of like,
I saw that. Whilst he was doing
and
it,
he went,
yeah.
God, like, it was class. There's some more humorous moments, obviously with VAR, as a Saudi league match had to be paused because someone unplugged the VAR actual transmitter
VAR
or something, the actual VAR to charge their phone. I was thought, Jesus Christ, that's not happening anywhere else, really, is it?
No,
I was surprised that the Saudi league actually had VAR.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. I thought they were rolling it out slowly across all different leagues, but clearly not. Have they got it in the Bundesliga? Do you know? Or like Liga 1 or Serie A or? I know they don't have it in the Europa League group stage.
I think they do have it in them various leagues.
Yeah,
I think they've got it in Serie A.
The Premier League were pretty late to get it, I think, in terms of.
Yeah, I think the Championship are getting it next season.
Yeah, the top leagues in each of the European nations, the major leagues have VAR.
Yeah, I was going to say because obviously Champions League's got it as well.
There are some funny moments with VAR. I saw a I don't know when it was. It might have been like a couple of months ago. And there was a photo of VAR, and someone went into the truck and was giving them a takeaway as they went to VAR.
Oh yeah, that was that was in Greece. They gave them
Yeah.
a kebab. It was during a game between PAOK and can't remember who the other team was. I think it was one of the small clubs, maybe Olympiacos, but I think it was during a game with featuring PAOK, and they ordered a kebab and it just got handed to them through the door. It was brilliant.
Every
it
single
brings its
referee should be physically fit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They clearly got hungry, got on Uber Eats. As well as in La Liga, it did cause some controversy though, because Leganés want a game played against Levante because VAR failed to pick up. Well, the VAR failed, so the transmitter in the ref's ear didn't work, and Leganés gave away a penalty, and it wasn't a penalty, and VAR said it wasn't a penalty, but it didn't go through to the ref's ear because the transmitter failed.
So the signal was kind of corrupted.
The signal's corrupted. So Leganés want a replay against Levante because they've lost 2 points because
of a technical
Levante.
error.
This is really hard, by the way, just saying, because those two names sound so similar. It's hard to say. Anyway,
Leganés are bottom.
Leganés
would
would
have won a game yet. So they would have.
They would have wanted it. They would have drawn the game.
Right. Okay.
So that's a point in it. That's a point. Point's point.
That's how football works. A draw
2
is a
points
point.
off. 19th plays Espanyol, but.
But Espanyol are 19th, aren't they?
Yeah.
I saw that the other day actually. There's a few good teams in La Liga that are actually quite far down the bottom of the table. Like Espanyol have always been up there. So.
Still so close to the start of the season.
I was surprised when Girona got relegated last season. See their team. They still got given a team of the season. Stu Arney.
Man City beat
93 rated. Yeah, Girona. But no, I was surprised when they got relegated. I don't think they're doing too well in the Segunda division either. Last time I checked, they were 12th out of 24. So not doing too well there. Excuse me, I'm really ill. Yeah,
I think I noticed.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. You're just dedicated to the podcast.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But no, obviously Leganés want that replayed. But going on to the big question, do you want to talk about it?
I don't know why I did that.
I don't know why you did it.
We're talking about the worst signing in Premier League, or is it World Football?
Oh, it's Premier League.
Just Premier League, because it'd be easier. Maxim, do you want to kind of start as a Fulham fan last season?
Right, so I've got to pick a Fulham transfer signing. I'm going to go with the almighty £14 million purchase of Konstantinos Mitroglou. Who was signed by René Moulenstein, who, if you don't know who René Moulenstein is, he was Alexander Ferguson's first team coach. And then he came to Fulham halfway through the year.
Yeah.
And he thought, signing Mitroglou from Benfica. No, he didn't go to Benfica. It was from Olympiacos, actually.
Yeah, it was from Olympiacos.
Yeah.
He's at Benfica now, isn't he? Is he at Benfica now?
Yeah, still.
Yeah, he's still there, yeah.
And
he was at Marseille.
when he joined, he wasn't physically fit. He played 2 games from the space of January to the end of the season in May.
And you were relegated that season.
And we got relegated, and he didn't score a goal. He didn't get an assist. He played 40 minutes.
That's that's a bit poor. I was expecting someone from last season like Zambo and Gisa or
Seri.
I still have faith in Zambo and Gisa when he comes back from Villarreal.
yeah, absolutely tearing up the championship. Oh, depends if you get promoted. Do you think you get promoted this season?
If I'm being honest, no. But I'm always hopeful. I mean, we've got the best attack in the league, and
yeah, you do absolutely. Mitrovic,
no, I reckon
Knocker, and Cavallero. You think Fulham will go up?
There's a lot of pressure.
I reckon they'll come second. Leeds will probably win.
Nah, Leeds will drop off halfway through the season. That's the issue with Marcelo Bielsa. He's an attacking team.
It's just Leeds in general.
Leeds in general. Leeds have always done it, but especially with Bielsa, it's compounded. So Bielsa plays an attacking sort of.
He's a great manager.
He's a great manager, yeah. But he plays an attacking style of football. So all his players just run. First, half of the season,
run.
they run around. They're tired. They're knackered. Absolutely knackered by the end of it, and it's just like they haven't got much strength in them. It happens with football. It happens in football. Yeah. It's happened to teams in the Premier League. Yeah, it's probably not the most detailed way of putting it, but it is what happens.
Have you got one or a couple you want to mention?
Yeah, I've got Roger Johnson, Jamie O'Hara.
So they're coming from where to where? Are they all coming from Wolves?
Jamie O'Hara came from Tottenham to Wolves, and he was good. He was good on loan. He came to us on loan, 2010-11, and he was good. And we signed him on permanently in the summer, I believe.
How much signed him for?
I think it was 10 mil. No, 4 mil. 4 mil, which is quite a lot of money because it was Steve Morgan, and he just didn't like throwing money out. I'm not sure how much he signed Roger Johnson for. I think that was 2 mil. But even so, Roger Johnson turned up. He came from Birmingham. Bear in mind, that's our rivals.
It's a good place to sign someone from if you're a Wolves.
Yeah, exactly. And he was hailed as the next big thing as well at Birmingham. He was always being tipped saying, "Oh yeah, he's great. He'll do well." He went to Wolves, and we got relegated. He started turning up drunk to training. He had a fight with the fans on the last day of the 2012-13 season when we went down to League One. I've still got the commentary from that. I posted it on my private the other day. And yeah, no, both signings just didn't turn out too well for Wolves. O'Hara always injured. Yeah, they were both just pretty poor, very poor, especially from professionals as well. But I'd have to say the worst signing in Premier League history is probably.
You got to think money-wise.
Yeah,
well.
I was going to say Wilfred Bonney to Swansea, recently.
Right.
Not when he first started. Yeah. I saw your face then.
I was going to say.
You were about to go off on
about Man City. I don't know.
Yeah. But no, when he went back to Swansea, it was a bit. He wasn't great. No, he wasn't great at all. He definitely wasn't worth the money they paid for him. I think it was around 20 mil, wasn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure, but it wasn't great for the money. Absolutely not. And obviously Badu and Dye going to Stoke during their relegation season. That wasn't a good sign either. I don't think.
I've got a thing, a list.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
Bebe,
do it on your phone. Oh yeah, Bebe.
Anderson from Man United 48, which is a joke.
Bebe and Anderson. Jesus Christ.
I'm just trying to see.
Anderson?
Di Maria's
What, Brazilian Anderson?
Yeah,
you don't think he was a good signing?
No.
Well, according to this, he's great on him. Shevchenko's second, he's first then. Jose Altidore for Sunderland.
Oh yeah, he wasn't.
No goals from him, was there?
I mean, get Fred out there.
Fred?
The recent.
Oh yeah.
Because he would cost so much.
The last time his through ball found a player. Well, what's the word? Teammate. That's the one. So I'm so tired today, but I'm sorry. Yeah, the last time through ball found a player teammate was April. Apparently.
37 million pounds. That is.
Yeah, 37 million. I thought it was 50 million euros. So obviously after the exchange rate. Christ, that's terrible.
Just trying to think of anyone else, really.
I would have said Saidu Berahino as well.
Oh yeah, Berahino.
From
That
West
was
Brom
Yeah,
I agree.
Dreadful transfer.
I agree. Terrible transfer. Yeah. Absolutely. Trying to think.
Just trying to think of Robinho for Man City.
I don't think Rio Ferdinand was that good when he went to QPR, but that was obviously in the twilight of his career.
Yeah.
So
You got to think of players in their prime going from.
Yeah.
So most people probably say Di Maria because he was 70 million pounds.
Yeah, he was a lot of money. You can say a lot about this. You were saying earlier you didn't think he was that bad, But
he's not as bad as people think. He was like a disgrace. He wasn't that bad, but he didn't live up to the price tag.
Oh no, absolutely not. But
I think from playing so well at Real Madrid to having no kind of impact at all at United.
That's a fair comment.
No, I could agree with that.
That's a fair comment.
I mean, Alexis. I mean, he
oh
came
yeah,
in
no,
on a
that's a good one actually. Alexis Sanchez to Man United.
Sanchez is
from where he was particularly at Arsenal before. Not a good signing at all.
Alexis Sanchez is the only player who can be a waste of money on a free transfer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Julian Lescott as well to Villa.
Yeah, he sent them down.
Yeah, he literally did as well. And when he was tweeting the picture of his car, that wasn't a good idea. That's not really what you want.
That made an appearance.
Jack Grealish looking at him as like obviously probably a role model, even though they're different positions. But like he's meant to be a model pro to like the younger players at the club.
Yeah.
And he's tweeting pictures of cars where they're getting relegated, and it's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Absolutely shocking business.
Just trying to think of any other ones really that you kind of think strikers, don't you?
Yeah.
Because they've got a job to do.
Mm.
Well, I mean, all players have jobs to do.
Oh, Morata as well. Morata, actually, no.
Morata's
was all right.
okay.
He scored a hat-trick, didn't he? That was against Stoke.
He was okay. I wouldn't classify him as the worst.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not going to say Lukaku. Lukaku wasn't really bad. He's mid.
Andy Carroll.
To Liverpool.
Andy Carroll to Liverpool. But at the end of the day, he is a target man.
And they made most of the money back when he went to West Ham.
Yeah. And he is a target man as well. So his job, as much as he's got to score goals, he does hold the ball up and let the others play on.
As well.
Maybe
yeah, exactly. Massively, always injured, isn't he?
Around the same time period, Torres to Chelsea.
Oh yeah,
most Chelsea fans I think would probably disagree with that because of the goal.
Yeah,
Champions League. The one goal he scored.
Here's Fernando Torres for Chelsea, and then Gary Neville obviously did that noise.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, there it is.
That's so accurate.
It was accurate, yeah, and obviously he did that noise which people haven't stopped ripping him about for years now. But
great piece of commentary, then.
It was a cracking piece of commentary. You can't deny.
But
yeah, no, Torres to Chelsea, Carroll to Liverpool. Obviously that was a bit poor.
Let's just
Islam Slimani to Leicester.
It was a weird signing.
It was, wasn't it? Because they were trying to get like another striker in. So you got Vardy, obviously.
Yeah,
and he was obviously knocking on that.
I guess the thing
31.
is with signing players from Portugal, France, and Greece, you never really.
And
know
I can vouch for that
what you're going to get from them.
In the first season, that Wolves were bought by Fosun and had Jorge Mendes. We had players like Olajon, João Teixeira, like not the one that played for Liverpool, just a terrible one. João Teixeira, and we had another player, Paul Gladden from the Eredivisie, and they were all just terrible.
What year is this?
2016-17. And John Daddy Bovarsson as well. He came from Viking.
Yeah, he would play for Iceland, didn't he?
Yeah. And he played in the Euro 2016. And he plays for Reading now, I think. So that says a lot about Reading's performance, obviously. But he plays for Millwall now. Yeah, we sold him to Reading, and now he plays for Millwall. But no, he wasn't that great. He only scored 2 goals in like 46 appearances that season. Should have scored against Liverpool in the FA Cup, but that was he was unlucky not to.
Don't hold it against him.
No, exactly. We won 2-0 still. Excuse me.
Aquilani for Liverpool. I don't know how much it was, but he was dreadful for them.
Yeah, no, Alberto. Was that his first name?
Yeah.
Alberto Aquilani.
Went to AC Milan afterwards, I think.
Yeah, he did. He did go to
a lot of these players come with the promise
of
being like a really good player, but they just never fulfill it.
Really quickly,
Sebastian Veron.
Oh yeah, Sebastian. He wasn't very, very good for Man U.
No, he was not.
But a lot of people judge him. But he was a good player. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have got an icon card on FIFA.
Is that what you're judging it by?
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say.
Why is he 14th?
Who?
Ricky Van Wolfswinkel for Norwich. I thought he was.
He wasn't great, was he? Not for Norwich.
Yeah, but I don't think he should be 14.
But no, I was gonna say just closing off like a, sort of a spin-off. The worst signing this season so far.
I can give you the best signing this season so far.
Who?
I need to think about this before I make a mug of myself. Continue talking.
Yeah. Worst signing for me, probably Patrick Catrini's been alright. Jesus Vallejo, obviously. Going on what I've seen at Wolves, he hasn't been great. Obviously featured in the 5-2 against Chelsea, which I still have nightmares about. Yeah.
I've got another controversial one for worst signing ever. Very recent one. Benjamin Mendy. Because he's just been injured constantly, and he's been £50 million.
His performances haven't been too
his
bad.
performances
Yeah,
haven't
when
been
he's
bad.
played, but he's
But he's
hardly
just
played that
been-
much, to be honest.
He hasn't been great. Drinkwater to Chelsea's another one.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think for this season, I would probably say Moise Kean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
£35 million. Obviously, he's young,
Yeah.
but you would have thought with the reputation coming from Juventus, he would have had a bit more about him. But what I've seen him, he's looked like a worse version of Alex Iwobi.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I completely agree with you. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that actually. That's pretty solid.
it's a good one. I'm gonna say it, the best signing probably Adrian, just for the sole
he
reason
has
if
been good this season,
Alisson's got injured and Liverpool won. Yeah.
Andy Lonergan would have been in goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, yeah. That's frightening. Saying that as someone who's Andy Lonergan,
Big Lonergan
he's played for
fan,
your
you
club
are.
as well, hasn't he? Because we got him on a free transfer from you, I think.
Well, we got Lee Grant, so yeah.
He wasn't great at our club. I don't think he was that great at your club, but flipping hell. I remember seeing him play against Cardiff when we won 3-1, and he made a bit of an error, and Mendes Lang tipped it over the top of him and scored.
Another bad signing this season. At the moment, Pepe. I've got no doubt that he's going to come good, but he's had a slow start.
Pepe. I was speaking about him actually.
Considering the amount of
Insta
money,
the other day.
71 or 2 million.
72 million.
Yeah, 72 million.
2 million. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolute.
Yeah, is that anyone got any more suggestions?
There's been a few, to be honest, but I think Pepe and Keane are the main ones, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Definitely, yeah. I think Keane's a good shout. Pepe's a good shout, and probably in the history, probably Drinkwater to Chelsea, 30 mil. I don't know how they sanction that. That's just a joke, honestly.
Man United signings have been alright. They've probably been three of the best players. James, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire's been okay.
Yeah, Maguire's been alright. He's shored it up a bit.
Just Luke shored it up a bit.
Yeah, but please don't do that again.
I will not do it again.
No, obviously, I think you probably do need a left back though, because is Shaw injured?
Yeah.
So you got Young at left back.
What's wrong with Young at left?
What's right with Young at left back?
True. But Brandon Williams has come in for the last game or two, and he's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Young prospect.
yeah, he did keep a clean sheet against RZ, but they did keep a clean sheet against you.
Like I think we've played a lot of people at left back. Young, Rojo.
Mm.
They've done okay jobs. They haven't been the worst player.
Yeah,
They've done what they've needed to do.
absolutely, yeah. Right, anyway, I think that's the end of the podcast. So
Yeah, that's
Maxim, thanks for
43
coming on,
minutes.
mate.
Cheers, mate. Cheers,
Pleasure.
Chaz. Thank you
Hope
very
to
much.
have you on
absolutely.
again, mate. You've been very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, happy
Yeah.
to come on again.
Get him
Enjoyed
on.
it. Got a lot of
Yeah.
big football brain. Just
yeah.
so you know, we were going to speak about his dad. He's got Gareth Bale. So
You might drop that one in there.
yeah, just drop that one in there.
Yeah.
Maybe if you do an academy special, I'll talk a bit more about it.
Yeah, well, I think we'll have to at some point
Yeah.
in the future. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
but
Get these
no,
specials going.
cracking guest. Thank you, mate. Thank
No
you.
worries.
Ewan, I
Don't
think
we
next
don't
week maybe. We
maybe.
don't know, but we're rotating.
maybe
at the minute.
Jacob.
So
Is
maybe
Jacob coming?
maybe shout out WD18 fans.
I
Everyone, that was a cracking laugh.
don't know why I laugh.
Yeah,
It is good.
maybe
It is good.
WD18 fans will be on next week. Talk a bit about Watford.
All
Their
of them.
struggles
Get
at
the whole
minute.
gang.
Yeah, just get everyone in there. Might have to use that studio next to us because that's got like 5 mics in it, so that wouldn't be bad. But anyway, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Cheers,
See you
guys.
later.
Yeah, thank you.